Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off this presentation on Premier Heart, MCGTM, transforming cardiac diagnostics beyond conventional allopathic techniques. Today, we'll explore how this innovative approach is revolutionizing heart care with early detection, objective monitoring, and making heart health more affordable and safer for the 21st century. Stay with me as we delve into the future of cardiac diagnostics and how it can benefit us all. Let's take a closer look at the vital problems we're trying to solve. First, we have the issue with 130-year-old technology, specifically the traditional EKG. Despite being a cornerstone in cardiac diagnostics, it often misses early signs of heart issues. This leads to delays in treatment and, unfortunately, worse outcomes for patients. In fact, our data shows that EKG has only about a 13% accuracy rate, which is quite concerning. Next, we face risky late-stage testing. The current invasive tests are not only time-consuming and costly, but also carry significant risks. And the reality is, these tests can't scale effectively to handle the increasing burden of cardiovascular disease we see today. Then, there's the problem of subjective assessment. Clinicians lack objective tools that enable early detection and measurable tracking of treatment. This limitation hampers our ability to implement preventative strategies effectively. There are also diagnostic blind spots. Many are aware that conditions like Syndrome X make diagnosing myocarditis, ischemia, and other issues more challenging. Routine diagnoses often have very low accuracy, which means we're missing important early signs. All of these gaps, imprecise tools, delayed detection, and subjective assessments are at the root of many critical issues: sudden cardiac deaths, late-stage heart failure diagnoses, and the broader epidemic of chronic heart disease. As Dr. Jason Fung aptly put it, the only way to have such a crappy result is to start from the wrong paradigm. And I couldn't agree more. Let's take a closer look at MCG, or Multifunction Cardiogram, which represents a truly new paradigm for the 21st century. This technology offers ultra-fast testing, which is a game changer in clinical settings. It's non-invasive and performed while the patient is at rest, taking only about 82 seconds with just 2 leads, specifically leads II and V5. What makes MCG particularly powerful is its foundation in decades of data-powered DML analysis. This means it uses advanced machine learning techniques to interpret the data accurately. The system is driven by a super-domain intelligent AI agent that provides an objective scoring system from 0 to 22, helping us assess cardiac function reliably. One of the key benefits here is speed. Results are available rapidly, typically in less than 10 minutes right at the bedside. Plus, the comprehensive report can be delivered within minutes, making it practical for both clinical environments and even for at-home monitoring. Overall, MCG exemplifies how modern AI and data analysis are transforming cardiac diagnostics, making it faster, more accurate, and more accessible than ever before. Let's talk about systems computational physiology. We've built a computational model that essentially replicates the complex biological mitochondrial network. Now, in the human body, this mitochondrial network is enormous. It includes between 70,000 and 100,000 trillion, or about 100 quadrillion individual mitochondria. These tiny powerhouses are constantly working behind the scenes, dynamically driving power generation for cells, tissues, and organs. They do this around the clock, 24/7, 365 days a year, to keep us alive and functioning. Our Premier Heart's MCG system is designed around 6 core functions across 6 domains. These form the foundation for the 12 phases, which are basically branches of our computational system. They allow us to observe, measure, quantify, and monitor the power production dynamics of the entire mitochondrial energy network. Again, 24/7, if necessary. We've spent decades collecting data, and through that, we've developed algorithms that are physiologically sound. These algorithms are objective, optimized through a rigorous, ethical, and data-driven mathematical framework. This framework is based on first principles and is computationally irreducible, meaning it captures the system's complexity without oversimplification. And at the heart of it all, we adhere to one fundamental rule. First, do no harm. That's our guiding principle, ensuring that our approach is both scientifically robust and ethically responsible. This system allows us to truly understand and monitor the energy dynamics of the mitochondria, which are vital to health and survival. What is Premier Heart's multifunction cardiogram TM technology? Well, our research and development is built on decades of data collection, vetting, and supervised machine learning. This thorough process helps us develop highly reliable algorithms that can assist healthcare professionals in diagnosing, monitoring, and quantifying dysfunctions within the heart and brain systems. And importantly, all of this is done physiologically and in real-world clinical settings, making it practical and effective. MCG, or multifunction cardiogram, is a cutting-edge tool. It's fully based on empirical data, which means it's objective, highly accurate, and reliable, right at the bedside. It acts as an intelligent superdomain diagnostic tool, capable of identifying all stages of heart disease. This includes the earliest signs of systemic imbalances, those subtle supply and demand issues that can originate from any root cause. The ultimate goal here is to detect these issues early, with the hope of preventing or even reversing the progression of both acute and chronic diseases. By doing so, we aim to eliminate premature deaths and improve overall patient outcomes. So, in essence, our technology is about transforming how we understand, diagnose, and intervene in heart and brain health, bringing precision and proactive care into everyday clinical practice. Let's take a closer look at the clinical evidence and independent evaluations supporting our approach. First, we have peer-reviewed research published in leading journals like BMJ Open Heart, among many other high-impact medical publications over the years. This extensive body of research underscores the scientific validity of our methods. In addition, our findings have been presented at major conferences such as the ACC, ESC, CCI, and TCTAP, which are key platforms for sharing advancements in cardiology and medical technology. Beyond publications and presentations, independent validation plays a crucial role. Professors from UCLA, NYU, and Columbia evaluated our data in 2023, and their assessments confirmed the efficacy of our approach. One of the most significant differentiators is the MCG's Objective 022 score. Unlike many other metrics, this score shifts predictably with treatment and disease progression, allowing us to track changes quantitatively over time. This means we can more accurately monitor how patients are responding and adjust treatments accordingly. Together, these points build a strong, evidence-based foundation for our work, demonstrating both scientific rigor and independent validation, which are essential for advancing patient care. Let's take a closer look at why this comparison really matters. First, when we look at accuracy, the MCG test offers an impressive range of about 90 to 100%, sometimes even up to 97% in certain cases. In contrast, traditional tests like nuclear, echo, stress, CTA, or CAG tend to have lower accuracy, with false positives around 62% and high false negatives, which creates significant blind spots in diagnosis. Next, consider the time and scalability. The MCG test takes roughly 10 minutes right at the bedside and can be scaled easily across many patients without much hassle. On the other hand, legacy tests often require multiple visits, involve complex procedures, and can lead to delays of weeks or even months, something that's simply not practical for timely care. Patient safety is another critical point. The MCG test is completely safe, performed at rest, without stress, injections, or radiation exposure. Conversely, traditional tests often involve stress testing, radiation exposure, IV or oral drugs, and carry risks of injuries or even, in rare cases, death. When it comes to testing environments, MCG can be done virtually anywhere, whether in a clinic, at home, or anywhere with web access, making it highly accessible. Legacy tests require specialized facilities and equipment, which are often inaccessible to many patients. Cost is also a major factor. The MCG test is quite affordable, retailing around $350 to $450, which is a fraction of the tens of thousands of dollars often associated with traditional tests. Finally, in terms of usefulness, the MCG is geared toward early detection and ongoing monitoring, key elements in preventive care. In contrast, traditional tests tend to provide information too late, when the disease has already progressed significantly. So overall, the MCG test offers a safer, faster, more accessible, and more cost-effective way to detect and monitor heart health, supporting our goal of proactive, preventative care rather than reactive treatment. Let's talk about how the MCG can really transform hospital systems in the 21st century. First, it will significantly reduce false negative cardiac tests. That means fewer misdiagnoses, which in turn lowers the hospital's liability exposure. Next, it also cuts down on false positive results. This is crucial because it helps prevent unnecessary procedures and inpatient admissions, saving costs and avoiding potential clawbacks from insurance companies. Third, the MCG is great at identifying the cases that truly need and will benefit from cardiac interventions. This ensures treatments are justified and targeted effectively. Fourth, an important point is that the MCG can reach about 2/3 of the population who don't typically get traditional cardiology tests for various reasons. So, it helps us cover everyone more effectively and efficiently, closing gaps in care. And finally, hospitals that take the lead in implementing MCG will position themselves to win the future of heart healthcare. They'll be at the forefront, providing smarter, more precise care that meets the demands of this new era. This is about not just improving outcomes, but also staying ahead in a competitive healthcare landscape. All right, let's talk about how we've overcome some pretty intimidating barriers to entry with our MC Gamma technology. It's been a long, challenging journey, almost impossible at times. But through perseverance, we've delivered what many thought was unachievable. We've created a platform that's infinitely scalable in the cloud, which is a game changer for growth and adaptability. We're proud to say we have 13 patents issued, protecting our innovations and giving us a solid competitive edge. Our market-ready hardware is already in place, and we've established existing distribution channels that streamline how we bring this technology to users. Getting to this point meant navigating rigorous regulatory approvals, like FDA and ISO approvals, and securing a CPT code, which is essential for clinical billing and reimbursement. Plus, we've built a proprietary patient database spanning over 20 years and $250 million worth of research and development, which is a huge asset for ongoing innovation. This journey wasn't quick or easy. It involved 2 generations of developers and decades of research. Historically, the AI field faced what's called the AI winter, from the late 1960s through the 1990s, when progress stalled. Our teams had to develop multiple hardware and software iterations, perform extensive verification and validation, and go through all phases of clinical trials, phases I through IV, to reach our current stage. All of this effort has led to a robust, market-ready solution that not only overcomes barriers, but sets a new standard for what's possible in this space. Now let's look at our market and go-to-market strategy. First, our target markets include primary care and cardiology clinics, hospitals, telehealth providers, and even corporate wellness programs. These are the key areas where our solution can make a real impact and meet urgent needs. When it comes to revenue models, we're considering a mix of approaches. This includes device sales combined with a per-test fee, a SaaS subscription model for ongoing access, and enterprise licensing options for larger organizations. This diversity allows us to tailor our offerings to different customer segments and revenue streams. For distribution channels, we plan to partner with medical distributors, hospital systems, and national screening programs. These channels will help us scale efficiently and reach a broad audience. Looking ahead, there's exciting potential for integration with telehealth platforms and wearable technology ecosystems. These integrations could significantly enhance accessibility and convenience, aligning perfectly with the overall theme of innovative healthcare solutions. This strategy positions us well to expand our reach and maximize the impact of our technology. Let's take a look at our future vision with Premier Heart Vision. What truly sets us apart is our ability to combine medical-grade accuracy with consumer-level simplicity. This means we are striving to deliver a product that healthcare professionals can trust for precise measurements, but that everyday users find incredibly easy to operate. Our goal is to make advanced heart health monitoring accessible to everyone, without sacrificing the reliability that doctors depend on. This innovative approach is at the core of our differentiation and will drive us forward as we expand and improve our offerings. Ultimately, we're aiming to revolutionize how people monitor and take charge of their heart health, blending cutting-edge technology with user-friendliness. Let's talk about partnering with Premier Heart. As you can see, we offer the Multifunction Cardiogram, or MCG, which is a cutting-edge technology in heart diagnostics. Investing in this innovative tool means you're supporting the future of heart health, enabling earlier and more accurate detection of cardiac issues. If you're interested in exploring how we can collaborate, please reach out to Dr. Joseph T. Shen. His contact information is on the slide. His email is jtshenmd@premierheart.com. And of course, you can visit our website at www.premierheart.com to learn more about our solutions and initiatives. Remember, partnering with Premier Heart means advancing heart care and improving patient outcomes together.